Welcome back, Scorpions. Wow, it's been since March 13th that we were going to be together, and it has been a long time, and I look forward to seeing everyone back on campus, even though it will be different. It won't be good nor bad, but it'll just be different. And I want to share with you a lot of the things that we'll be doing differently school-wide. And so remember, it is going to be mildly frustrating at times. It'll be a little bit difficult, but it will be okay. Welcome back, Scorpio. All right, friends, so when we arrive to school and when we go home each day is going to look a little bit differently. So to begin with, we are not opening the gates until 8:45. So parents, you cannot drop off at school before 8:45. Also, being a kind person, we will not be closing the gates right at 9 o'clock. We're going to give a little bit of wiggle room. Not going to worry about tardies so much this year because, again, we're not opening the gates till 8:45. Now at 8:45, students will go directly to their classrooms. We will not be sending kids out to the playground before school. For those of you that ride the bus, when you get off the bus, you'll go directly to your classroom. And for those of you who might not be sure where to go because this is really our first day on campus, we will have staff out and about to help you find your classroom and get you to your teacher. Okay? At the end of the day, kindergarten will be the only class out front. Yeah, because we can't just send them out on their own, so kindergarten will be out front for parent pickup. All the other classes will remain in their classroom, and as you arrive, parents, we will radio to the room and have kids head out. Now, my staff has agreed that at 3:20, kids are packed up, ready to go. They have their backpacks in their laps, ready to walk out the door. Students won't stop at the bathroom, get a drink. They'll go right out to parent pickup. Okay? Now, those last 10 minutes, teachers will be wrapping up the day, practicing some skills, maybe reading a little story, and then when we call in, okay, the kids will head right out. So what I need parents to do is make a nice visible sign, okay, with your child's name and your child's teacher. I and some other staff members will be out at the parent drop pickup loop, and we'll be going down the line. Once we get the line moving, it'll move really quickly, okay? So as we go down the line, I'm going to see radio in, Mrs. Gingrich, please send out Michael. And Michael's going to come right on out. So please, okay, one sheet per student and write it big because some of us are getting a tad older and still are struggling to wear our glasses on a regular basis. Okay, that will allow us to not have kids stacked on top, one on top of each other at dismissal. Buses, the students who are riding on the bus, we have our bus lines, and we have put dots along those lines so kids know where to stand to stay spread out. I also want to let you know that those of you using the buses are going to be disinfected twice a day, and it's a product that lasts 30 days. So it's a little bit of overkill, but overkill of germs and bacteria and virus is a good thing. Okay? So those are some of our changes to our arrival and drop-off. Thank you.
Hello, Innovation families. As we prepare to return to school, Oro Valley Police Department wanted to remind you of a few things. When pulling into the parking lot at Innovation Academy, make sure to pull to the far right, inside the fog line. This will allow vehicle traffic to continue to go straight, including our buses. As a reminder, do not block side streets to allow vehicles to turn right or left onto desert fairways. Also, please, for the safety of our pedestrians, do not use the bus loop to make a U-turn or make a U-turn within our school zone. Thank you very much for keeping our community safe, and please obey all traffic signs. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.
All right, folks, we are going to be taking temperatures each morning when students arrive. When students arrive at parent drop-off, we'll take their temperature. Any student with a temperature over 100 degrees will be sent to the health office. We will wait 10 minutes and reassess their temperature. If their temperature is over 100 degrees, we will be calling home and they will need to go home, be picked up immediately. Okay? The students on the bus, when they arrive, will get on the bus, we'll check temperatures. Same scenario, if a child has a temperature over 100 degrees, We'll bring them up to the office, have them sit and wait 10 minutes, reassess their temperature, and again, if it's over 100 degrees, we'll be calling families for an immediate pickup. I want to encourage you to do the right thing. If your child shows any symptoms of any kind before school, please keep them home. Okay? We are now beyond the days where we send our kids to school where they might not feel 100%, because they can get through the day, they'll be okay, it's not a whole lot. We are well beyond those days. So please do the right thing. If your child shows any symptoms of illness at all, please keep them home. Okay. So there we go, temperature checks. Thank you. Masks are required. All staff, students, everyone on campus will be required to wear a mask. Teachers will be planning mask breaks where they can take their class outside, spread everyone out, and let everyone an opportunity to take off their masks. Also on the playground, we have designated some no mask zones. These are areas where students can sit, socially distanced, and then some, and take off their mask and have a little break. We will have staff at lunch and on recesses monitoring those areas. So, mask up. And also, our PTO has purchased 1,000 lanyards that we'll give to each student so we can clip it here so we don't lose masks. Because we do not want we do not want and we will not have a mask lost and found. We also, if a mask gets lost, dirty, damaged, whatever, we have spare masks in the office that were donated and purchased, and we will provide each student a mask. All right, so mask up. Masks are required for everyone on. Growing up, I was always taught that sharing is caring. Well, now that we're back to school during a pandemic, sharing is not caring, and we will not be sharing supplies. Each student will have their own supply box. If you cannot afford one or send one with your child, we have extras in the office, but every child will have their own supply box because we will not have community supplies any longer. Students will take their supply box with them to the art room, possibly to PE if Miss Bader wants them to take notes on something, also possibly to music and possibly to the library. But those teachers will communicate with the classroom teacher when they need to bring those items. But the days of sharing class materials are over. Sharing is caring, but we don't share school supplies or masks, just saying. One of the safety precautions we will be taking and taking very seriously is hand washing. We are very fortunate to have a PTO who's supporting us immensely and has purchased 8 small hand washing stations we'll have out on the playground. Our school district has also built and delivered 2 large hand washing stations that students will use when they go to lunch or to art, PE, music, because we'll be washing our hands every time we leave the classroom and every time we return to the classroom. Additionally, our buildings have plenty of sinks. We have 2 sinks in all our K-1 classrooms. We also have a multitude of sinks in our C and D building. Our maker labs have 8 sinks in them, so hand washing will be done very frequently because we know wearing your mask, hand washing, and social distancing is how you keep yourself safe. So we'll be washing hands frequently at Innovation Academy. Lunch is a favorite time at school for many students. It's a time to talk to friends and to fill our bellies. In our lunchroom, we have set up the cafeteria so that tables are really well spaced and there will only be 3 children per table, and we have some dividers to keep between the children because they'll be eating without their masks on, obviously. Okay, so we have some great systems in there. Also, in between classes, the tables will be disinfected and sanitized and ready for the next group. If your child brings a lunch, I'd like you to consider purchasing or using recyclable items, maybe recycled paper bags that can just be tossed at the end of the day. As much as I like to save the environment, I think we're in a situation where that might be the easiest thing to do. Not forcing it, just suggesting it. There are some recyclable paper sacks that kids could bring their lunch to school in. Just something to consider. So we have added additional custodial support this year. So along with our 2 evening custodians who will be taking care of our campus every night and disinfecting every room, trash can, bathrooms, and the such, as they normally do. We've also, with our evening crew, have put a bigger emphasis on disinfecting. Clearly, that needs to be done, and that is a top priority anytime we clean a classroom. We also have added additional staff during the day that will be helping us with just touch point cleaning, door handles, bathrooms. Anytime a class leaves their classroom to go to lunch or recess or art, PE, music, they will, once they empty the room, we will be going in and disinfecting that room each time a class leaves. So we will be disinfecting frequently throughout the day, bathrooms and all surfaces. We have additional staff to support us in this endeavor, and we have many staff, myself included, who have volunteered to take on a role in making sure that we keep a very disinfected campus. So just want to bring you up to speed on that one. All right, so that's just a little bit of how things are going to look different when we are here. Our teachers have put in great spacing protocols using sit spots in the classroom. We've removed a lot of furniture from the classroom so that we can do great distancing and keep our students healthy and staff healthy, happy, and safe. All right, thank you so much. We will see you on October 12th, 8:45 drop-off time. Take care. See you soon. Miss you dearly. Ta-ta for now.